Outside this hotel room is Oklahoma City. Now, I haven't been here in probably maybe 15 years. I work in sports television, and I've been doing pro sports for the better part of the last 2 decades. And my network decided that, some budgets need to be rearranged. You've probably heard things in the news about networks, and their money woes. It happens, it goes up, it goes down. And I'm one of those cameras that are very expensive, so my network's pulled back. And at first, I was a little bummed about it because this is my show. I've been doing this thing for over a decade, and now I'm not there every week. However, it's been great. It's kind of given me a breath again, and it's allowed me to book shows with other networks and different genres that I've been away from for a while. So it's new again, and it's good. Now, 10 days from now, as of this recording, on the 29th, I enter another decade of living on this planet, and inhabiting this meat sack, my soul in this meat sack. That's kind of weird, but it's again, it's actually kind of exciting. And I thought to myself, bring a little microphone, try the hotel thing again. I've tried it before, it doesn't work. But I've ignored the YouTube channel, and the several dozen of you that have subscribed. Thank you. That was really cool of you, and thanks for sticking around. I appreciate you. I really do. Now, I don't have lofty goals for this channel. I kind of want to keep it small. It's less intimidating that way. And as I find my way, it's nice to know there's a few of you that I can count on that, just kind of give me someone to talk to. And that's kind of really what I'm looking for. So what's happened? I have older parents, and the emotional pull that goes with that has been quite strong, and it hasn't really given me a lot of enthusiasm to sit in front of a camera and talk. And going through my older videos, I'm kind of talking in circles a little bit. I take too long to get to the point. It's practice, and it's a work in progress. And again, thank you for sticking with me on that. But the other thing that came up is YouTube. When you start YouTube and you open a new channel with a new account, separate from the accounts that I use when I want to watch YouTube, you get hit with how to do YouTube videos and advice videos on YouTube and growing a channel and all sorts of things. And there's a wisdom that says you need to post things every day or every week, regardless. You just got to keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. I'm like, man, I've done enough talking in my lifetime about nothing. I don't know if I really want to bother you folks with that. So I don't want to do that. But all this information I was consuming about YouTube took its toll on me. I got so absorbed in the information that I lost any idea of what I wanted to do with this and the motivation actually getting to do it. It happens often. You'll see young people. They'll go to school. They'll go to university or college, maybe a really cool trade school, and they get out. And it's like, thank you, you've graduated, off you go. And then they just don't do anything with what they learned, because learning can be fun. And then the doing it's not as much fun, because you're in school, you have a safety net. This is where you get a chance to experiment and fail, and now you're being paid to perform, and the pressure, it's like, maybe I don't want to become a TV producer after all. Maybe I'll just take a bartending job and stay here in my hometown or whatever. And it was kind of the same with YouTube. I was like, oh my gosh, I have all this information, and now I'm like burned out, and I haven't done anything with it. I've just been inundated with information. So I've pulled back. Thankfully, YouTube introduced two people to my life, and I'm grateful for them, very much so. I'm only subscribing to the two of them now, and I'm using my time to enjoy people that want to give me some information. Now, again, I have a birthday coming up, and my wife let me have, for my birthday, it's not here yet, it won't be until January, but I've bought a 3D printer. And as most of you know, people that have 3D printers, you get it, you go gangbusters with it, and you have a vase here, and you got a desk organizer here, and you got a little pen holder here, and a little clip here, and all that's great. And then, nothing. Now, if you ever had a Soloflex or a Nordic Track machine, you know what this is about. I think in the 80s and 90s, my friend group, there was a solar flex that we sold back and forth to each other 3 or 4 times. It made its rounds. You end up having a nice thing. You're doing your workout. This is great. And then the second day, the third day, and then by the end of the week, it's a towel rack. And then a friend goes, "Hey, I'm going to give that thing a go again. I'll give you a couple $100." So you load it up in the truck and you take it over to Jim's house. So the printer may be the same thing. I don't know, but the technology will remain, and I can putz with it at my own pace. And that's what I'm doing with YouTube. I can't do the post stuff all the time. That's not fair to the couple dozen of you that subscribed. I'd like to give you something. So that being said, I've got to get down to Norman tonight. Some college games to do, and hopefully it's a quick show, and I can get back home on my airplane tomorrow and spend a few days at home. I have to work on Christmas Day in Kansas City, back with my normal peeps, as the kids say. And, there you go. So anybody who's out there, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever you're celebrating. And if on the 25th you find yourself with your family in a wonderful Chinese restaurant, if you know, you know, be merry and be happy. That's one of the good things about Christmas is the majority of us don't really expect everyone to celebrate the faith-based meaning behind Christmas. But you can still enjoy it. You can still be happy. You can still be merry and surrounded with love. That's what I wish for you. So on the 25th of December and the other 364 days that go around it, I hope you're happy. I hope you're with family, you're with loved ones, you're with friends, you're with trusted people, and you're safe. And I look forward to seeing you in 2026. See ya.